Yo, what is good? Today we are doing a trade recap. It is the 20th of February today. We got cooked by shorts at first on ES. Yeah, it was right here. We had a sweep of liquidity inside of a 5-minute fair value gap. I'll draw it out for you. 5-minute fair value gap, and then a liquidity sweep inside of the fair value gap, and then we had, what was it, like it was a 3-minute inversion right here. The 3-minute inversion, I entered late. It was on like this candle, but it was still fine. My stop was here, and I was targeting these lows. And I got cooked on shorts, and this is why I don't trade ES. It's just simply not as good. The only use for it is for SMTs, but we made it back. I did not take this trade, sadly. I wish I did, but this trade, all it was just an SMT. It was sweep of previous session lows and then an inversion to the upside, targeting New York AM highs. But we didn't take it, so it doesn't matter. What does matter is this top tick that we just took. You could have entered twice. The only reason I just cut this move is because I was trailing very heavily. I was down about $200 for my first trade, and this trade was for about, well, like 600 something. So yeah. But yeah, so let me walk through this trade. So going into the day, we have a sweep of a lot of session lows right here. And initially I was looking for shorts, right, because of or longs. I was looking for longs because of all this built up liquidity, but we never got a retrace at all. So what I did see though was I marked out, and this is what I think I'm gonna start doing more. I marked out true day open from yesterday, so I marked out freaking, why does it say 5:40 in the morning? I'm so confused. AM, PM. I'm so confuzzled. No, it's just because I marked out this whole range. It's because since there's a big fair value gap, I didn't mark out true day open. I marked out this big range because there's a fair value gap here, and there's just a huge range right there, so I marked it out on the 1 hour, and the lowest volume node, or not the lowest volume, or it might be the lowest volume, but it was right here. It was overlapping two 1 hours. So it's like, okay, that's probably gonna be a good rejection, right? Because we rejected here, right? And we have a good, it's a decent little support and resistance zone right there. So I was like, odds are we're probably gonna reject off of it again. So what did I do? I waited for the sweep of liquidity right here. I waited for that sweep, and I entered on the sweep actually, but I used order flow. I used, well, it's probably too late now, but there was a lot of absorption that came right here, and then as soon as we started to break through that absorption, that's when I sold. And then originally I was shooting for like all the way down here, but I was like, that's kind of unrealistic, especially since there's so much more of that gap that needs to get filled. So I just heavily trailed it. At first it was like here, then I just did it to like the bodies, and then eventually I put it to like here, and then to like this body, and then that's where I got stopped out. That's why it shows my execution was It says 25,010. So I got exited right here, around right here. So it's this body. So yeah, it was a good like 7. You know what I mean? Like it was. Yeah, the move is small, but that's still a 7 risk to reward. Like that's really, really freaking good. Especially because my stop was so tight. So could I have targeted all of this? Maybe. The most I would target though probably is the end of this low resistance liquidity, which is right there, which we still haven't hit take profit yet, but it's probably gonna happen soon. But I made 600 bucks from it, so it was literally just volume profile, liquidity, and heat map. So that's all. That's really all it was. There's not too much to really show. I think if you were to mark out true day, and I'm trying to get better at this. I think if you were to mark out true day open, and you were to mark out like, say like this massive leg right here. Let's see if, yeah, look at that, bro. That leg and the true day open, the freaking the high volume nodes right here both kind of line up. So, you know, you could have said, oh, look, these both line up. Let me take a trade based off of this. And then as soon as the book map or the heat map kind of showed, oh, okay, we're coming down, that's when you could have done it. You could have targeted the point of control, which is right here. And that would have been a 12.55. So either way you could have anchored this, you still would have won. So like right now, right, you could argue, because this move right here is 1,845 ticks, and this move right here is 1,505 ticks. So honestly, you could even probably go from the low to the high here. And yeah, dude, that's what I'm like, bro. I'm gonna paper trade it because I'm done for the day on freaking this. But if this, okay, I'm just gonna buy there. Yeah, like your stop goes behind there, your take profit goes up there. Even if we do get stopped out on this, it's not going to be huge, like it's not going to be a big deal, especially because our take profit is set for down there, so it's not actually smart. It's not smart to take this trade, so I probably am going to lose this, but it's just a way, you know what I mean, of saying like, that's how you could do it. Like, the low to the high, take the lowest volume node. I like to line it up with something, so, you know what I mean, like, even if, you know, you could even say like, oh, you know, there's a support and resistance zone right here, which there is actually. Does that mean it's a good trade? Absolutely freaking not. But it's, you know, it could be a confluence. But yeah, that's really how easy it is. So, oopsies. I'm just gonna stay in the trade because there's no point of getting out right now. It's a 2.51 R. So definitely not the best, but not the worst either. Yeah, that's how easy it is. That's how I made like 600 bucks today, or 400, I guess you could say, in total. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next week.